and I don't know how they're raising the daughter Journey, who's almost 2 years. I think she's 2, like next month or something.
Wow.
That's not my problem. I know that my child, my alimony for all 3 of them is on time.
It appears that Wendy Williams is no longer legally required to provide financial support to her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, as well as his partner, Sharina Hudson, and their child. This ruling was made by a judge, indicating that Wendy is no longer obligated to support them any further. Wendy Williams has emerged victorious as she is no longer obligated to pay alimony to her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. Despite this legal outcome, Kevin is still unwilling to accept that he won't be receiving any financial support from Wendy and is currently pursuing further action against her. It seems that a few months ago, Kevin Hunter took legal action against Wendy Williams, alleging that she had stopped making monthly payments to him as agreed upon in their divorce settlement. According to reports, Wendy had been providing financial support to Kevin even after their divorce was finalized, and had discussed this publicly on a few occasions, such as during an episode of Behind the Scenes Beauty. However, it appears that the recent court ruling has relieved Wendy of this obligation to provide ongoing support to Kevin and his family. It is commendable that Wendy Williams was able to manage her financial obligations towards her home, her son, and her parents, while also setting aside funds for her alimony payments to Kevin Hunter. This would have required careful budgeting and financial planning on her part to ensure that she could meet all of these responsibilities. It's important to recognize the effort and dedication that Wendy must have put in to fulfill all of these commitments, particularly in the face of the legal challenges brought by her ex-husband.
Which I pay alimony. You know, this Me Too movement, if girls want to be equal, it's got to be all across the board, girls.
It is not appropriate to make assumptions or speculate about whether Wendy Williams intentionally planned her finances to avoid paying alimony to her ex-husband. These allegations have not been proven, and it's important to avoid spreading unfounded rumors or gossip. In regards to Kevin Hunter's claim that he depended on the payments from Wendy, this was part of his legal filing, and it's likely that he genuinely faced financial difficulties as a result of the missed payments. However, it's important to recognize that both parties have their own perspectives and experiences in this situation, and the truth may be more complex than what is presented in legal documents or media reports. I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the Homeowners Association, and I'm behind on that bill. In addition, Kevin said that his car insurance had not been paid as a result of not receiving monthly severance payments, and he was behind on credit card payments as well. On top of that, Kevin also said that he doesn't have health insurance and that he needs hip surgery, which he can afford without the insurance, and as a result of non-treatment, he lives with daily pain. Kevin has a remarkable skill for prolonging things, and this became evident when he went to court in an attempt to compel Wendy to resume payments. However, the judge pointed out that he had overlooked the specifics of their agreement. If Kevin had invested the funds he was draining from Wendy into a more competent lawyer, they would have informed him of the clause stating that, in the event that the Wendy Williams show was suspended or canceled, Wendy would cease payments. And I quote, "If for any reason plaintiff's contract plaintiff here being Wendy with Talk, BW is not renewed, and or is otherwise suspended, canceled, or terminated, and plaintiff does not have any other television show being aired and paying her an equivalent salary, defendant understands and agrees that all severance payments shall be subject to either termination or modification." In addition, the clause explicitly stated that it referred to television, which meant that if Wendy started any other business venture, she would not be obligated to pay Kevin. This realization sheds light on the intelligence behind Wendy's decision to start a podcast. As a matter of fact, Wendy stopped receiving income from the Wendy Williams show in October 2021, just 1 month into what was supposed to be a complete season of the show. She was absent throughout the entirety of her final season due to various health concerns, including Graves' disease and substance abuse. Debmar Mercury, Wendy's longtime production company, made an official announcement that her show was canceled and her time slot would be given to Sherry Shepherd, who is doing quite well. If you haven't already, it's worth tuning in to see Shepherd's performance.
Everybody's buzzing today because we have been renewed for 2 more seasons.
Anyway, back to Wendy. Wendy was facing a multitude of personal and health issues that affected her ability to control her finances, including her battle with alcoholism. In August 2020, she spent 2 months in rehab in California to receive treatment for her severe alcohol addiction, following a number of public incidents involving alcohol use. Therefore, even if she had wanted to pay Kevin at some point, her personal struggles and the lack of control over her finances made it difficult for her to do so. According to reports, Wendy showed no desire to quit drinking, and those around her in New York enabled her behavior. However, Wendy was eventually admitted to a hospital and required a psychiatric evaluation, which is when Wells Fargo became involved.
My thing is that I've been asking questions about my money. And when I began asking questions about my money, suddenly Lori Schiller has got no response regarding my money. I want my money. This is not fair. And Wells Fargo has no questions and answers with regarding my money. This is not fair.
Despite being her son, Kevin Jr. did not have access to Wendy's money. In fact, he was reportedly evicted from his luxurious $2 million Miami apartment and faced a lawsuit for $70,000 in unpaid rent that Wendy could no longer cover for him, purportedly due to medical and legal issues. Kevin Jr. informed the court that he lost all financial support from his mother due to her health issues, which included his housing. He also mentioned that he had taken a year off from school due to the COVID-19 pandemic and to take care of his mother. Given that Wendy and Kevin Jr. were unable to access her money, it is unclear why Kevin Sr. believed he could receive any additional financial support from Wendy. It is purely speculative to suggest that Wendy intentionally planned to stop financing Kevin, Serena Hudson, and their child. The reason for Wendy's inability to provide financial support is unclear and can be attributed to her health and legal issues. However, according to court documents, the judge ruled that Wendy would not have to resume paying alimony to Kevin, which means she will no longer be financially supporting him in that manner. According to the court documents, the judge found that Kevin's request was not emergent and dismissed his application without prejudice. Furthermore, the judge denied Kevin's request for Wendy to pay his attorney fees, which suggests that Kevin's claims did not hold up in court. It is not uncommon for individuals to request that the opposing party pay their attorney fees, but it is up to the judge's discretion to grant such requests. Despite the judge's ruling that Kevin's request for alimony payments and emergency relief was not granted, he has the option to pursue mediation for his case. However, sources suggest that he may take legal action against Wendy again. From my perspective, even if mediation takes place, it's unlikely that Wendy will agree to continue supporting Kevin, given his past behavior of shading her multiple times. Like when he shared a selfie on Instagram when Wendy was sick, captioned, "B-Day vibes all week, so thankful to the Most High God for all blessings. I tried to tell him health is wealth, not money. God said they'll learn, have a blessed day." And the way Kevin splurged money on Serena, there is no way Wendy is continuing with that. Kevin paid for Serena's massage therapy education using Wendy's money, and when that didn't work out, he used Wendy's money again to set up a kiosk for her at a mall in North Carolina. Kevin also helped Serena create an online clothing and jewelry brand called Vish, and at one point, Serena worked as a realtor and listed her company's location at the Morristown residence that Kevin had purchased for her using Wendy's money. Serena also started a vegan company, which was also financed by Wendy's money. Therefore, Wendy is not financing another business venture that they might fail at. Wendy's fans were definitely celebrating the win, with one person saying, "This guy has no shame, thank you, Judge. He should have been told to get a job, that the Wendy gravy train is over." And another person added, "So the plan was to just live off of Wendy's alimony payments. Kevin Hunter hasn't tried to start a business, get a job, etc. I thought he was the mastermind behind Wendy Williams' business. He is a tragedy." It's important to remember that it's natural for people to have different opinions and perspectives on a situation. It's important to approach any situation with an open mind and gather as much information as possible before drawing any conclusions. Like this one person who wrote, "I think this was it. LOL, stop working completely due to health issues, and in turn, stop all alimony payments, go earn your living, Kelvin." Do you think Kevin will stop fighting this and give up his source of funding and way of life? Moreover, it remains to be seen if Serena will continue to stay with him now that he is financially broke. Wendy has already exposed the type of woman Sharina is, admitting that she is one of those less intelligent women who move to the big city with bright lights and dreams of being a model. These women often work at clubs, dressing scantily and using sparkler champagne bottles to entice patrons to spend more money. Therefore, it is unlikely that Sharina will stay with Kevin through thick and thin. But let me know what you think about this video. If you think this was messy enough, wait till we upload another celebrity controversy in our next video.